The topic today is the experience levels of attorneys. When you're looking for an attorney, you should consider a few things. Certainly, the number of years the lawyer has been practicing law is important. If they're right out of law school, they might not have the experience and may misinterpret laws. They might rely on statutes without realizing that maybe a Supreme Court of the state has interpreted it differently from what they think. Here's the problem that you'll run into, though, with lawyers that have been practicing for many years. They may not have been practicing for many years in the field that you need them in. So you get that as, for example, a lawyer might all of a sudden be jumping into doing bankruptcy law. But they've been practicing for 30 years, but they just started doing bankruptcy law, maybe because there's a lot of people going through bankruptcy all of a sudden. Personal injury law, maybe they just decided to try their hand at personal injury because they think it's lucrative, but they don't really know what they're doing. Same thing with family law. So that's one potential problem, are newbies in an area of law despite number of years of experience. Another issue would be the lawyers who spread themselves too thin. Maybe they have been doing family law, bankruptcy, and personal injury for many years, but maybe they are more highly concentrated in one area of law than the others. Maybe they only do 10% bankruptcy, 30% family, and the rest is personal injury. Well, maybe they're not as experienced as you would want if they do such a low percentage in the area that you're looking at. So that's something else to consider. Other things to consider, though, certainly is if they do multiple areas of law, that could be an advantage in that they can think outside of the box and bring in expertise from other areas of law into your particular situation. For instance, in family law, which is what I do, family law covers such a large number of other areas of law. I mean, there's 20 areas of law that are tested on the bar exam, and family law touches on most of them. I mean, we've got contract law in family law, business law, corporate law, even copyright law and trademark law can be involved, property law, constitutional law, fundamental rights of children and parents, etc. So if a lawyer has a lot of expertise, for instance, in property law, and they're doing family law, and it's a divorce involving a lot of property, well, they can bring in that property law knowledge and experience into the family court setting. Younger lawyers may sometimes be better than older lawyers, just because they might be more up to date on technologies, and they might also be reading over the manuals and the statutes and case law in their field, whereas the older lawyers might just take it for granted that they know everything because they've been doing it for so long, and they might miss things. So young and old doesn't really necessarily mean good or bad, but these are just things to consider when you're looking for a lawyer. I always recommend consult with several lawyers. Pay consultation fees or do it for free. Or go to the ones that do them for free, and check it out. The ones that are doing them for free are just doing sales pitches and don't give you much information, and you're not really sure you feel comfortable with them, then go to ones that charge a little for a consultation and see if you like that experience better. Anyway, what else did I want to cover? Oh, lawyers that have experience in other fields besides law might be of use too. I mean, if you're having a lawyer that was in the military, for instance, and you're going through a family law case, maybe the lawyer with military experience would know certain things that would help you in your family law case. Doesn't necessarily mean they'll be better, but they might be for your particular situation. Lawyers that are businessmen, if you're dealing with a business, might understand certain things like taxes and corporate structure and so forth. So, again, hope that's helpful. When you're vetting a lawyer, consider the lawyer's experience in multiple ways.